after researching it, that this could create a huge biological disaster and hardship, economic hardship on the citizens around the city of Nixon and in Wilson County. Domestic septic, I'll just read into the definition of it. Is defined by the EPA, the Texas Environmental Commission on TCEQ, Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, is defined as either liquid or solid material removed from a septic tank, cesspool, or portable toilet. Type 3 marine sanitation device is similar treatment works that receives only domestic sewage. So it excludes commercial or household, non-industrial waste. However, what it does include is pathogens, spores, all types of virulent pathogens that can kill and harm humans. The treatment, which is described, is to adjust the pH to 12 for a period of 30 minutes by adding lime. So we've been to public toilets, and you've seen lime in there. We have submitted scientific evidence that lime and low pH is not effective in treating spores, especially tuberculosis and some of the other pathogens that have caused great hardship and millions of deaths around the world. In addition to that, we feel that the application was incomplete. I believe they have the ability to try to correct it, the issues that we brought up. From the land was not all the neighbors in the area were notified. But one of the biggest things, the land was already leased. It was leased for oil and gas exploration, the Eagle Ford Shale. And the Texas Railroad Commission has reduced the drilling for each well down to 40 acres. So this site is approximately 400 acres, which means they can put up to 10 wells on it. Each one of these wells can have a mud pit, which they dig out, they fill with water, and they mix it with mud. And what's going to happen, and we showed scientific evidence on this, that the lime is not effective in killing the spores, that the spores, tuberculosis, the spores will live in the ground a year or more, and that we're concerned that when you dig up those mud pits and you add water to it, you've now created a very nice material for things to grow. And we presented evidence that it, in fact, will grow to greater concentrations that are present in the original samples. So what that means is we're going to dig it, we're going to put water in it, we're going to have the dirt, which has spores, live spores in it. We're going to allow that to mix together. It's going to grow, and then we're going to take that, we're going to inject that into the freshwater sands between the surface and 4,000 feet as part of the drilling process. Now this is ludicrous, and I believe this to be a clear and present foreseeable danger of creating a huge disaster. And the land has already been leased to an oil company. They have access to the surface, they have access to the subsurface, and through the drilling process, intentionally will be injected into the freshwater sands of Wilson County and very near the city of Nixon. So we also talked about the runoff and the flies and the smell, which created huge economic hardship on the community. But this, to me, is something that is just, we can see it. It's like taking an HIV needle and sticking it into your arm. What's going to happen? We presented evidence that these pathogens will not be killed. They will grow, and through the drilling process, they will be injected into our freshwater sands all the way, all of them, in Wilson County. And I don't know there's ever been a study on that exactly what will happen, but I feel compelled to bring that up. And if we could do something about that to stop it, I think it'd be something good to do.
Mr. Escobar, you are city attorney for Nixon, and item number 7 on here that Tanya Torres, city secretary of Nixon, put on there. Under that item, if you could speak under that item instead of in public meeting, that would be useful to us to be able to ask you some questions.